What's up, YouTube? Alright, today's video is going to be a dinosaur deck video, or deck replay video, I should say. I went to the Fort Worth Regional playing the dinosaur deck. Did god-awful because I did not know what all the dinosaurs did. I made a horrible mistake with Oviraptor and the Lost World Field spell. Reading, it's a thing, guys. You should do it. And read carefully. Anyway, so after my horrible experience with the regional, I came home and decided to do some more testing with the dinosaur deck, trying to learn it as best I can. I got some really good replays, even beat a few meta decks after learning some things from watching another guy play the deck, and it wasn't a complete loss. I did get a Cyber Dragon signed by Yugi Nono, and he's a very funny guy. It was very nice of him to do so, especially because you could tell he was god-awful tired driving from Oklahoma here to Texas. And apparently he drove all night, so apparently he was a zombie, basically, when he got to the regional. And he was nice enough to sign my Cyber Dragon, so I appreciated it. Yugi Nono, if you ever get a chance to watch this, thank you. It was nice of you to sign that. I know you were tired, and I could definitely see. That's why I tried to, not bother you for the rest of the event. Even though I'm a huge fan and wanted to talk to you some more. But, anyway, let's get back to the video. So, we're going to show replays. We're going to go all the way down here to the bottom. I got a lot of them. You don't want to watch all these. Some of these are god-awful. But we're going to start here. And this is the dinosaur deck versus the new ancient gear deck. And, I hate to say it, guys, but I feel like the dino deck is better. I mean, the ancient gear deck can also OTK, because they got cards like Power Bond and Overload Fusion. And those are useful and all, but, when it's robots versus dinosaurs, it seems like these dinos got a little bit of an advantage. He does his damage, he doesn't do much else, and I kind of am like, well, time to win. And there I go. I just wipe out some of his extra deck and just summon a bunch of dinos and proceed to whack over him. The cool thing is that the Tyranno here just gets to keep attacking new monsters. It's like, go ahead, summon more monsters for me to kill. I love it. Alright, here's me versus the Paleo player. Now, he does Rage Quit because I think basically he runs out of dangerous trap cards. And obviously my opening move was not impressive. But I destroyed the token, summoned another dinosaur, and that's all on his turn. Put the token back, searched off the Oviraptor. He ends his turn. I just summoned another dinosaur. He goes to blow up the Lost World Field spell. I'm a little saddened by that, but it's okay. I get all sorts of dinosaur stuff. Get another search. Oh man, that's not fair. I use Logia, negate the wins, and then, of course, I don't need to go in the extra deck any further. So I proceed to attack. And, yeah, I guess he decided at this point he couldn't do much, because, I mean, he could target a monster in my graveyard and put it back in my deck, but what good would that really do him? Alright, then we go to this one. And this is me up against some kind of, like, I don't know what his deck goal was. Let's take a look real quick. He was playing like a creature swap great old deck. That was his idea of a deck. So, the interesting thing to me was that he was playing Supply Squad. Because, excuse me, nobody plays Supply Squad anymore. But he does steal my Dolka, which is a little annoying. But I summon my Oviraptor, get its effect off. And I proceed to try to bring back the dinosaur I sent, and he negates it. But I had Miscellaneousaurus, so I could make my Dino unaffected. So I could then proceed to bring back my dinosaur. And he's getting a lot of draws off of me, and I'm getting terrified, just to be honest. I destroy the Dolka, leaving the Logia. Put a Dogron on the board, and I'm like, okay, I've got a lot of banished dinosaurs, so maybe I can put a Tyranno Infinity on the board and steal a game here if I get enough banished. And at this point, I'm really starting to get terrified, because I know he's playing that creature swap, but I think this is where he messed up. Because what he should have done was creature swap, given me the golem and taken my Tyranno. That's what he should have done, but he didn't do that. I mean, ultimately, I just would have attacked with the golem. Let it die, so I could receive special summon, but the good news was for me that he misplayed, he locked himself out of his back row, and I proceed to win from here. Because I'm just blast, and this is where that ultimate Tyranno is just like, I'm gonna wreck your face! Man. Eat your heart out, Rex. You ain't got nothing on these guys. Oh, man. Now, this is me up against a barrier statue deck. Now, this one was a match, but I only saved the last game. And, I'll tell you. In game 1, I demolished him. Game 2, he got me back. And then game 3, which is what you're watching here, it was definitely gets interesting. Because it's a hell of a game. Like, I honestly thought he had me with all that back row, and then come to find out, no. Of course, I don't know why he didn't use it. I guess he figured he couldn't save his barrier statue, I guess. Alright, here's me up against the zoo player, and the zoo player is actually very interesting. We got the Lost World plays, gotta like that. I also like the Lost World can protect the token I give him, or the normal dinosaurs I play, so it's kind of like a dual useful there. At least in my opinion. Alright. Now I tried to dark hole his board, it fails. But I still had a True King with 2 of the baby dinosaurs, so the good news for me was I wasn't screwed. This gave me a really good, easy plus, or well, it would have been a plus. It made me break even on that move, but I proceed to attack. He tries to banish it. I Dolka, because Dolka is also a quick effect. And I'm just going boom, boom, boom. And then he's got the trident again, and this one was rough. I mean, if I had known what his back row was, I would have just swung at him sooner, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Anyway. Oh, we got this back. Alright. Back to normal. Alrighty, and he's making all the Zodiac plays, and right now, I'm the equivalent of shaking in my boots. Because I'm thinking I'm not going to get to play. I'm thinking I may get my butt handed to me. But, because he's sitting on a +2 at the moment, but, you know, I've got moves, so I make my moves, and Miscellaneousaurus gets in my hand and all that good jazz, and I'm just whacking over monsters left and right. Now, most players would say, yep, Dino players got the win right here. But if you know Zoo, if you really know anything about the Zodiac deck, you know it's very resourceful. It's like, please, I know what to do. I'll just put everything back and do it again. All off of one card, which I think is totally busted, which is why I think a lot of the Zodiac monsters need to be put on some kind of list. Now, the Dire Wolf would have destroyed monster effects, which I would have tried to use. I tried to use my body on, but it just flat out wouldn't let me. I don't know why the system wouldn't let me do it on the Dire Wolf, even though in the real world, if you try to Dire Wolf me, I can definitely use my body to block it. But whatever. So, I mean, if I had, I would have been in a better position, but because I could just, you know, whack, game over. But here we are, still going. Now, lucky me, I play this game really, really well. Like I had like double quaking, and you know, I've got all these different plays. Just the deck amazes me sometimes with its sheer stupidity. The dinosaur deck actually kind of does almost what the Zodiac deck does. It's really easy to replace and defend itself if you play your cards right. And I kind of messed up there. I meant to send a baby, I think, and instead I ended up sending an Oviraptor. But you know, you win some, you lose some there. But I mean, I misplayed and I still win this game because it's amazing. I just would have won it sooner if I hadn't misplayed and sent the dinosaur instead of adding it or whatever I was going for. But you know, I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, you know, this guy would have lost a lot sooner. I block it with my body, and of course his monster's not there anymore. I try to use my effect, and of course he chalices my dino, which at this point I'm screaming at the screen, "Why won't you die? Just die!" And of course he's like, "Broad Bull, Drantia, I'm gonna blow up the Tyranno," and I'm like, ah. Anyway, I take the hit because I don't want to waste a Quaking Mirror Force just yet. I try to Dark Hole him. He uses the Royal Imperial Order, excuse me. And then I Quaking him finally because I'm like, I don't want to take that kind of damage. He's probably got another monster. And at this point, I'm just on the defensive. And he has Torrential, which even if I had summoned a level 4, it wouldn't have been good for him because I would have just got another dinosaur. Probably ditched a Miscellaneousaurus and attacked for game with a baby dino or something. Anyway, he attacks my dinosaur. I draw another dinosaur. No, I draw the Fossil Dig. I set it, and I wait because I'm thinking, okay, 1200 ain't enough to wipe me out. I'm hoping here. So it works out to my advantage. He's just drawing back row he can't use. I add a dinosaur, drop the Miscellaneousaurus, summon this guy, and then I guess he decides that since it's game over because all I have to do is attack the Terratop, he just activates Torrential, and I proceed to win from here. But it was a hell of a game. The guy was a good sport. In any game where you go to game 3, and it could be anyone's game, it's a good game, win or lose. So there you go. That was my dinosaur replays. If you like this kind of content that you're seeing, or you want to see the deck profile, if I can get about, I want to say, about 4 likes at least on this video, since I've only got about 4 subscribers at this point in time. If you guys leave me about 4 a like each on here, I'll upload the deck profile. You guys can see what I think, or what I consider to be the best version of this to work for us budget players. And like anything, ultimately, if you just use the Xyz monsters you already own and pick up only Logia and Dolka, you'll probably spend about $50 altogether for this deck. So it's really budget, really cheap. Mostly everything you'll need comes in the structure deck. It truly does. So it's really just buy 3 structure decks, go get Logia and Dolka, and boom, you've got a deck. Legitimately. I'm not even kidding. And yeah, I'm going to leave in the description, I'm going to leave some other places where you can find me on the interwebs. If you want to support anything that I'm doing, you can leave me you can help me out on my Patreon, you can leave me a donation through PayPal, or you can buy my book off of Amazon. Those are all good ways to support me, and all that stuff will be in the links down here in the description below. If you have any kind of content you want to see in the future, please leave a comment. I love comments. I read them all, especially when I get them. So that's it. This is the Chaotic Dragon, and I'm going to sign out. Have a good one, guys.